Hey guys, this is your girl Tara with Coaching for Life. So, I wanted to do a follow up video this evening on the last video that I posted that talked about dealing with negative people and some different processes that you can use when you're trying to maybe assist by listening to a friend, a family member, maybe it's a close personal relationship like a partner, maybe it's a workmate, whoever this might be. We talked last time a little bit about what it means to listen and the fact that you don't have to agree with what the person's saying, but rather the process has to do with being supportive to the person. And this would be, of course, in relationships where you feel energetically inclined to be supportive for that person. Definitely, I'm not speaking about relationships that are abusive or draining or anything like that. So, in a situation like this, where you feel inclined to energetically garner support for the person, what can happen when you are trying to be supportive and you're trying to listen when somebody is in a negative mood or maybe feels like they need to just vent? I guess the first question I would ask, and this is a process I've worked through myself personally, is what does it mean to listen to another human being or listen to an individual? Usually when we think of the word listening, we think about sound vibration. We think about a person speaking. We're hearing what they're saying because the physical sound is reaching our ears. It's sending a signal to the brain, and then we're responding based upon our experience and the information that's coming back from the brain. But truly, listening also in a deeper sense means holding the energetic space for a person. So, to illustrate, or as I normally would say, what do I mean by that? If a person is sharing something that is very close to their heart with you, and say you heard every word that they said, but you really weren't focusing energetically and giving them the time they needed to really bounce that information off of you like a sounding board. And then when they were done speaking, they asked you, so based upon what I said, what do you think? What do you think I was really saying to you? If they were to ask questions like that, and let's say you weren't able to respond because you really weren't listening, you heard the sound vibration hitting your ear, but you really didn't take that information in and mull it over. In a situation like that, the person on the other end could feel like in the end of the scenario, they really weren't listened to. So it's really important when we're trying to support somebody that we take the time to really take in what they're saying, and doing this from as much as possible a non-judgmental standpoint will allow us to be open to receive the information and allow us to be open to hold the space energetically for the person, so that way they can feel supported in what it is that they need to share or get off their chest. Now, when this process is happening and we're holding the space for somebody, as I mentioned before, it's definitely an energy thing. Whether you recognize it or not, anytime you have been that wonderful ear for somebody, or you're that person in your family, or you're that friend that everybody comes to because they listen to you, what you may not realize is that it is an energy thing. And that people, even who aren't tuned in to these thought processes, their higher self, or the part of themselves that isn't necessarily associated with the egoic mind, does pick up on that fact. And so they will tend to come to people who are able to support others in an energetic state like that. So that way they can share that information because they have this feeling or this intuition that they're going to be supported. So this is important to know. If you are an empath or a person who people tend to come to and share deep thoughts and emotions, don't fret over it. It just means that you're a person who people can pick up that energy and that frequency from. And they're drawn to you because they know that you care. Here's the important thing though. How do you support yourself? How do we support ourselves when we are supporting others? And this is a very important question. Why is it important? Well, let's say that you were going to build a foundation and you had every intention of making it big, strong, and beautiful, but you forgot some very important key elements in the foundation. After you started to work on the project and after you got so far, it may look great on the outside, but as pressure is applied, furniture is moved in, and people start walking around on the structure, it could have a very terrible collapse that could end in somebody being hurt or possibly killed. Now, I don't say that to say that, you can kill somebody by not by not shoring up your personal foundation. I suppose it's possible, but really what I mean by that is it's just an example to illustrate how important it is that our personal foundation is built up and is shored up when we're going to go down the path of supporting others. Otherwise, it can definitely end up that you find yourself in a really undesirable place when you're trying to support others and you don't have the emotional energy for it because you have not built up that foundation. Now, even with this, it doesn't mean that we can't be supportive if we're still working on building on our foundation emotionally and energetically, because I guess most of us are. I know I certainly am every day. However, it can be helpful if there are certain processes that we use when we're reaching out to assist others that can help us to drain off any excess energy that might come from discussions where people are venting or moving out low frequency or low vibrational energy or negative talk. So what kind of processes can you use to help yourself so that way you can assist others? Well, I'm going to share one with you in this video because I don't want to bombard you with information. But one that I learned when I was doing my education for coaching and for my certification was to actually go to a place where I can ground energy into the earth. Mother Earth is very helpful and is always ready to support us whenever we're going through anything. So please keep that in mind. Even the frequency that Mother Earth resonates on has to do with the frequency that humans resonate on. This is why certain radio waves and signals and frequencies that are out of balance with that can tend to cause issues with our emotional and physical health. So what can you do? Well, you can find an exterior wall in your home if you happen to be on the phone, or let's say you did a Zoom call, because right now maybe not as many people are coming face to face due to a need to keep separate. You can actually find an exterior wall in your home, and preferably if you can on the first floor. If you're not on the first floor, that's okay. The reason why I say that is you want to get as close to ground as possible. Think about an electrical current. Where is the place that electrical current is always trying to travel through? Even if a human being is shocked by electrical current, it's always trying to travel to ground. So it's the same thing with the energy in our bodies and around us. Find that exterior wall, place your hands on it. If it's a stud, that's great, or you can go outside. You can place your hands directly on the ground, on your porch, your patio, any place that will allow you to go straight to ground. And just hold them there for a second. You can close your eyes. You can leave your eyes open, whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter. But place your thought and your intention on moving that energy, that excess energy that's not yours, out of your body, down your arms, through your hands, and into the surface that you're touching. Envision that almost like a white light, just leaving the body and flowing through into Mother Earth. And as you're doing this process, picture going about 5 to 6 feet down into the earth. You want to bury it as deep as possible. If you're inside of a structure like a house, a condo, an apartment, picture it going through the floor and into the earth. Our minds are very powerful, and they understand how to do things even better than maybe our forward thought, because your subconscious mind is very powerful. So definitely be sure to envision this in your mind, whether your eyes are open or closed. I've done this process for a while, and after I have, say, a session with somebody who's really moving a lot of energy, I'm grateful that they felt comfortable and trusted me to move that energy. And at the same time, I'm very grateful that Mother Earth is willing to receive it. So I always try to go and place my hands on a surface that will take me straight to ground, or I'll step outside and place my hands on the ground. So that's my thought for today. Definitely, if you try this process, let me know how it works for you. I'm super excited to hear comments, and feel free to post underneath this video. I'll definitely get back with you if you have any questions. And please, please do check out our Facebook page at Tara Coaching for Life, A2. No, it's just at Tara Coaching for Life. Sorry, we just recently changed the handle for the @ for Facebook, but it's at Tara Coaching, the number 4 and the word life, no space. And you can definitely go to our page, see articles, and you can also see links to other coaches and videos and processes that they have, and also many videos that we have released to help those in our C4L family. So once again, I want to say a great big thank you. Love you all. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I can't wait to be back with you again in the next video. Bye-bye.